And possible action on the following: settlement for claim for unlawful taxes from 1996 to 2012. This is a property on Milky Way Road, and when Highway 164 was reconstructed, I believe it was a county grabbed just under an acre of land. And we never recognized that as that land have been missing, and we had been assessing Mr. Betcher for that property since then. We have an agreement with regards to a settlement rather than going through the unpleasant process of litigation. And Mr. Betcher has, I believe, agreed to this, and it's up to the town board then to accept that proposal that we had worked out.
I'll make a motion to accept the agreement.
Second. Discussion?
Perhaps Mr. Betcher could confirm his agreement with the revised draft of May 21st.
Mr. Betcher, Attorney De La Mora is just asking that you confirm that you've accepted the revised agreement.
Yeah, I believe I sent an email back this afternoon confirming that, so you should have it.
Good, thank you. Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. On to item B, rezoning petition for the Walgreens Aldi's parcels.
Mr. Chairman, I think in order to discuss that, I think the appropriate and necessary thing to do is to take that from the table. It was tabled at a previous meeting, and I note the motion to take that from the table does require a second. It's not debatable or amendable and must be passed by a majority vote. Inasmuch as I voted in favor of tabling at the last meeting, I am entitled to make the motion to take this from the table so we can discuss it, and I will make that very motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And we are untabled. And would somebody like to make a motion to approve the rezoning?
I will so move.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Discussion?
Question, is there anything in writing here that I do not see as far as the going back to the city of Waukesha and requesting annexation? As it was indicated earlier, in citizens' comments, that it appears that they very much want to stay in the township. Is that concrete?
We do not have a written agreement, but I don't think that we could hold up a rezoning process for an agreement with annexation. I don't think that that would be within our authority.
A legal opinion, Director?
The board can take action whenever it desires to do so. I am aware of only one instance where this town insisted on a penalty provision to be paid in the event of a request for annexation. However, due to a variety of issues which are too detailed to get into, although the town's right to collect on that was affirmed by the court, no collection ever occurred.
Mr. Chairman, if I could, and I think, Mike's got a good concern here that is addressed, and I would simply like to read one paragraph out of a letter that I believe all of the members of the board have in front of them. It's a letter dated May 22nd, 2013. The author is Attorney Thomas G. Schmitzer, who I believe is in the audience tonight with the law firm of Hippenmeyer, Riley, Moody, and Bloom, LLC, and he addresses that issue in the first full paragraph on the top of page 2. It's pretty short, so I'll read it. And here's the representation that he makes to the town board. In regards to future annexation, my client has repeatedly stated that if it is granted the requested rezoning, it does not intend to annex into the city of Waukesha. As a practical matter, it would make no financial sense for my client to do so, as this would only subject it to higher taxes as well as the cost of hooking up to city sewer and water, parens, facilities that will already be provided on site, close parens. Furthermore, we do not believe that the town can condition rezoning approval upon entry into an annexation waiver agreement, as this falls outside the conditions and purposes set by the town's zoning code. The only comment that I would make is I'm going to assume, and Mr. Lake is here tonight as well, that Mr. Schmitzer has made a fair and accurate representation of his client's intentions, and for me, I will take this at face value for what it is and what it says.
I've got two questions. One is, what's gonna happen with lot that's on the corner that's already city? They're gonna get two separate tax bills, one from the town and one from the city? I don't know how that's gonna work. And the other question I've got is, what is the facilities that are already provided on the site? Are they gonna be able to use old septic and wells? If it's the city water and sewer, because they're in the map, I don't see them getting that for free unless they've accepted our letter that we sent the other day.
Mr. Lake, would you like to address that?
Two things. One, as it relates to the second parcel, Waukesha County requires if you have a stormwater fund, it has to be a separate tax key number, no matter what, just so that it can be controlled and whether it's the county or the town, somebody has control over it. Somebody can take it and repair it if necessary, if something should happen. As a matter of fact, as it relates to that, our application in for a stormwater management plan basically says that we have to enter into a stormwater management plan with the town and the county for the repair and maintenance of that facility, regardless of where it is. It happens to be right now in the city of Waukesha. If you look at the rezoning, if this should go through, the Waukesha County Parks and Rec, Dale Shaver said that he recommended actually that we detach it, bring it back into the town. So we'll see how that goes. As far as the utilities, all the wells on site, all the septic fields on site will be abandoned, removed, and then the property will be graded. They'll install two essentially, they're the same size, because Walgreens and Aldi only basically uses a domestic well just for their bathrooms. They don't have any other water systems. So they'll install two brand new wells, make them sanitary and efficient and up to standards. And then we'll actually have holding tanks, because there's no viable area on the property to put in a septic field or anything. So we'll have holding tanks on property that if I get to the point where I can turn in my CSM, there's a letter already from Waukesha County saying they would accept holding tanks on property.
Thank you. Anybody else? Then let's take a vote on the rezoning. All in favor?
Wait, option. I thought we had a motion.
I had a first by Fisher and second by
It's just to accept them.
recommendation of the plan commission approval, which would have been back on May 9th.
Okay. Should take a roll call vote, please.
Let's do that.
Chairman Merrick,
Yes.
Supervisor Bansky,
Yes.
Supervisor Wolf,
No.
Supervisor Laska,
No.
Supervisor Fisher.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And next, C, certified survey map. Applicant is Morgan Butler. We have, well, we need to untable that one. That was tabled back on May 9th also. Need a motion to untable?
Motion on the table.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
I'd like to say, Mr. Chairman, that I appreciate that your town attorney has found a compromise that works for everybody.
Thank you. Should we get a, you want a name and address? We
Mr.
already know who
Butler.
that is? Yes. Is there a motion to approve the survey map?
Motion to approve the survey map. Certified survey map.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just for the record, I believe Attorney Morgan Butler was referring to the memorandum that I prepared pursuant to the instructions of the board with regard to this CSM. And essentially, the question that was presented was whether the town of Waukesha may condition approval of the June Kemper Estate proposed certified survey map on a 33-foot road dedication without any compensation from the town of Waukesha. And the advice, it's a two-page opinion, but in summary, it basically indicates that while there had been a representation that Milky Way Road is an ancient road, there is very little information to substantiate that, notwithstanding that I did consult with the town engineer. It's our understanding that there are no plans to improve or develop Milky Way Road. And because there are no plans, in light of the absence of any case law which directly provides guidance as to the permissibility of conditioning approval of a CSM on the dedication of a right-of-way, as opposed to conditioning approval of a subdivision, major land division document. It's our recommendation that the town approve the proposed CSM condition on the reservation of a 33-foot area for public use.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.